for you guys. Spoke to Top 5 a few days ago, and he's in good spirits. Okay. For anybody who's living under a rock, Top 5 has been gone for a considerable amount of time now. I would say he's almost 2 years. And had a couple of quick phone calls with him, maybe even longer than quick. Okay. And like I said, he was in good spirits, and he feels that this case is a bust up. He's standing on his innocence. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to find out if he's on the top or the bottom bunk. Entertainment. I didn't get that specific with the questions. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't record anything. You know, do anything all like meteorologist or media type ish. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to see where his head is at. There's more information that I would like to reveal, but I need to get a couple of confirmations first before I really, really, really get into some of the things that, you know, he's been going through. However, I will say this. He feels that there's been a lot of injustices that have happened on his part. And listen, I do keep in mind that a life was lost in the incident that he's dealing with. But from what he's saying, he's maintaining his innocence. Okay. There is a publication ban on this, on his case, as far as the different preliminary hearings that were going on and stuff like that. There was one leak of a picture that was going on. As far as people are, what was the question here? Single cell shoddy. I'll say this. He was never in PC or anything like that. You know what I mean? For anybody who might have been like, Top 5, straight to PC. Nah. He didn't put him in PC. But what they did do for a considerable amount of time is have him in solitary. Okay. He is high profile as far as when it comes to the Toronto scene and even like the Toronto jail scene. Like, he's from the hood. He's representing a quote unquote name brand hood, name brand block. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, from what he was telling me, they had him in a lot of segregation, more than, you know, was necessary. Okay, not by his request, you know what I'm saying? Like, against his will. And some other things transpired during those times as well, but I won't divulge all those details yet. Like I said, I want to get more confirmations, do all my fact checking in every way before I get up on these microphones and report anything that could be deemed as false news or fake news. However, those two things I can say. You know what I'm saying? He feels that he's been given an unfair break, an unfair shake. They've been using things in the courtroom as far as lyrics, music videos, lives, strings, anything that they can find to like try to pin the M's, the unaliving of the young gentleman, and condolences to his family. R.I.P. to that young gentleman. But the unaliving of that young gentleman that passed a couple of years ago now. Okay, but they're definitely using the tactic of even conversations and stuff like that. Like, listen, this is not new to me. Okay, and I don't feel like this is divulging anything that we wouldn't already know, but it just is more of a confirmation that they have been using or trying to use his lyrics and online content against him. Okay, and I don't say music. I put it to content because it's more than just music. Like I said, lives, Twitch streams, all types of stuff to try to pin an M on this guy. Now, I'm not here to give my opinion on whether I think he's innocent or guilty. I'm just here to bring, what I can bring from the conversation that him and I had. Okay. And I will reiterate that he seems like he's in very good spirits. And reason being is because he feels that this is something that is a bust down. It's a bust up, like as we say over here in the six. Like, he's going to beat the case, he feels, because he's maintaining his innocence, and the rest will fall into place. There's a lot of innocent people who have been wrongfully accused and wrongfully convicted in the past. So that kind of confidence, though it is admirable, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. So he has to make sure that his legal advisory really puts everything to bed when it comes to videos and all that type of stuff that they might try to use against him, and stick to the evidence that they have in front of them, right? Or lack of. So once again, big salute to Top 5. Pause. Like, him and I have I think a love-hate relationship. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we beef and then sometimes we cool. But for the most part, we cool. It's never I want to see this guy dead and Ray Tay and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much, we might go back and forth online or sometimes even behind the scenes, right? I'm here to just make sure that I report the news as I receive it, as what should be out there or what can be out there, okay? And, hopefully everything works out for the best. You know what I'm saying? Prayers go to everybody in the situation, including the family of the people of the gentleman who lost their life or his life. Okay, because we have to keep that in mind. I think a lesson can be learned from this with the way that they're trying to position this case, or at least the details that I can give you so far, that they will use, or they will try to use, everything against you when it comes to making content, getting up there in the courtrooms, or getting on these phones, and making content and going crazy and yeah, you could not mean it. You know what I'm saying? It could be good for your traction and everything. You know what I'm saying? It could make you the most poppin' rappers out here. However, if something does go down, God forbid, a lot of that stuff is going to be stuff that they will turn back and use against you. You know what I'm saying? Whether the shoe fits or not. Okay? In the end of the day, whether they're trying to railroad somebody or they just make a mistake, their job is to figure out what the case is, and somebody got to go to jail at the end of whatever the decisions are. You know what I'm saying? Or not. Yeah. It's definitely a case that's been going on for a while. And obviously, because none of these things take no short space of time, you ain't getting, you're not finishing an M case in like a couple months and be like, okay, he back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't look good when that happens, one. And two, like, it takes a lot to pin an M, okay, on somebody, to pin an unaliving on somebody. It's not just easy to just be like, yes, beyond a reasonable doubt, he did it. All right. So that's the update that I have on 5 right now. I will be circling back with some more. Like I said, as I get more information, or as I confirm more information, okay, I will go live with more information about his whole stay, where he is exactly at this point, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the reasons being for the places that he is. Okay. But yeah, man, big salute to Top 5. Okay. And I say that
we love hip hop.